Hello everyone, welcome to GameTech UK and another bus sim video. Before we get on with today's video, as always, top right of your screen will be my bus simulator playlist. There's loads of information in there getting you ready for the release on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So what are we going to do in today's video? Well, I'm going to take you through what exactly is Sandbox mode. So you've got the campaign side where you progress your way through the game. I'm going to show you through Sandbox, which will open up pretty much everything to you from the moment you get the game. So let's get in and let's have a look. So as I said, Sandbox is the mode where everything is pretty much open to you. It's a nice relaxed way to play. You don't have to worry about your campaign stats or anything like that. It's a great place to set up your multiplayer routes as well, because if you're inviting strangers in or you don't want to mess around with your campaign stats, like I say, you can come into Sandbox and set up routes exactly as you want them from the moment you get the game. You still have to go in and buy a bus. I'll show you that in a second, but no money exchanges hands. You get access to all the buses in the games for you for you to try out. Also, in return, you don't get any XP when you finished your route. It simply just finishes. So these are some routes I've already set up. I think I set these up to make some videos actually when the airport DLC come out. The reason I come into Sandbox mode is the DLC, the latest DLC with the airport. You can't actually get to it until you finish the full campaign. Now, the full campaign in this is pretty long. All the time I've been making videos, playing it, I still haven't finished the campaign, which is fantastic. But what it does mean is that in the main game, I can't really get to the airport just yet. If I want to go to the airport, I have to come into Sandbox mode. So if the DLC does come out for the PlayStation afterwards, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, unless you finish the campaign, you won't be able to get to the airport and the extras contained within the DLC. The way to access them instantly is to go into Sandbox mode. So we can set up a route and we can set it up anywhere. So we can go, we can click on any of these. This is the brand new area down here. So if you get the DLC or when the DLC comes to PlayStation, this entire area down here was all brand new. So in the Sandbox mode, we can go straight there. So we could set one up at Arcos Road. We could go to the airport and we could go to Sonstein. And then we'll finish up by going to... Actually, we'll go to the other one. We'll go to Cellar Road. You need 4 stops to create a route. You can't create a route with anything less than 4 stops. So we're going to save that. So to buy a bus in Sandbox mode is very simple and exactly the same way that you would do it in the main game. You go to the bus garage. You go up to shop. And basically, you can buy any bus you want as if you had the money, but you don't need any money in Sandbox mode. It's all absolutely free. You can't, of course, take anything from here and move it over to your campaign. What happens in Sandbox mode stays in Sandbox mode. So we can buy anything, basically. We could have one of my favourites, you know, is the Bendy bus. I think we will buy the Line City CNG, so compressed natural gas version of the Bendy bus, which is absolutely awesome. I love this Bendy bus, I really do. And like I said many times, when I first got the game, I like running around in the Sataro. I was smashing it round corners, speeding up, and then I thought, hang on a minute, I'm driving this like a car. Let's not do that. I brought a Bendy bus, and you really have to go wide, you have to think about your stops, and it actually completes the game as a bus driving sim much better. So once you've bought your chosen bus, you can actually go to customize it and you can do everything you can here in the main game, but it's all free. So we can go up to adverts, for example. We can click that and we've got a selection of adverts that we can put on the actual bus. They've got some really good adverts actually. Let's have a look here. We've got this one, which is quite cool. That looks very corporate, doesn't it? I think we might have that actually. I'm not sure on the console version if we've got this full look around feature. I'm not sure we have, and I know for a fact we haven't got this zoom in feature, so we'll have to see. I should be getting the PlayStation 4 version very soon actually, and I can make some preview content for you. So we can apply that. So now we've got a bus, an expensive bus with a wrap on there, and it hasn't cost anything at all. If you wanted to come into Sandbox mode to practice how to hire people, how to set up routes, perfect place to do it. You can do it all absolutely free. So you can come in here and we can hire anyone we want, even the most expensive. So we're going to hire Martin, and we're going to buy an extra bus as well. So we're going to go back to the garage. We're just going to get him a little 416 Cetra. So this is for Martin to do on that route. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our route planner, and if we come over here to where it says assign drivers, we should now have Martin, and you click that and he goes into the assigned driver, and we've got the Cetra, which is this one here, and that goes in there. You go to start trip, and that will be pretty much you driving the bus for the very first time, effectively showing Martin how to do it. So the very first time, this works for both the Sandbox and campaign as well. The very first time you employ someone and buy a bus and set up a route, you have to drive the route for the very first time. It's almost like you're setting an example for Martin. So on that route, you want to drive it the best you can, because he's going to follow your example, and that's how he's going to drive the route. So this is perfect for setting up multiplayer routes, and I'm going to be setting up routes going from the business centre in the town down to the airport, across to the port, where I can invite you lovely people in and you can come and drive with me. So Sandbox mode is an absolutely perfect arcade version, if you like, of the main game, where you can go in and set up whatever you want, buy whatever you want, experiment. You could even set up a route going to every single bus stop in the game and invite your friends in and drive around on an endless loop, just enjoying the game for what it is without worrying about your stats, crashing if you want to, driving into each other. It's fun. But there you go everyone, I just thought I'd do a very quick video just to let you know what Sandbox mode is and what you can expect of it. So thank you for watching, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.